Psychology of learning covers a broad range of things. It covers ways of learning and the importance of learning and gives good examples of how to learn. I hope that you find my presentation useful and that you can choose my presentation to use as a training material for your employees. Behaviorism is a scientific approach to psychology, and it is underlined by a logical, theoretical emphasis that wants to help explain our behavior. Behaviorism also wants to help theoretical constructs that will help us account for our past, current, and future observations. With behaviorism comes the study of the mind, which comes with visible behavior. Focusing on behaviors that can be observed is where behaviorism comes from. Cognitivism is our human mind and how it processes our environment, knowledge, and allows us to solve problems. It's the main role of connecting the human organisms sensitively and adaptively in the ecosocial environment. If cognitive psychologists could learn and understand how the mind works better, then we'd have better education and we'd be able to provide better effective treatments for people with problems. Constructivism is a theory that says humans form knowledge and meaning from their interactions with their ideas and experiences. Humans learn by doing. Constructivism allows us to learn from different situations that we are put in. People always construct knowledge from their own personal experiences. Humanism emphasizes the value of humans by focusing on critical thinking, rationalism, and empiricism. Humanism is our human nature, and it affirms what we believe, our human rights, and our trusting in ourselves. Humanism focuses on the self-worth and dignity of the person and who possesses within themselves truth of goodness. 7 principles of learning. Stimulus. Anything that causes response and is detected through sight, smell, touch, taste, and hearing. Positive reinforcement. Giving motivational things to someone once they do what they were supposed to do. Negative reinforcement. When an item is taken away after a certain behavior is exhibited. Punishment. Decreasing a certain behavior by following it with an unpleasant consequence. Generalization. Spreads from one situation to the next. Discrimination. Being able to tell the difference between one event and another. Social learning. Learning from the behaviors of others when real-life experiences are seen. Visual spatial intelligence. They're aware of their environment. They draw, do puzzles, and use graphs. This would fit Jane perfectly. Interpersonal intelligence lets you interact and understand others. It's taught through group activities, seminars, and conferences. This would fit John perfectly. Visual media helps us to gain concepts like identifying objects, motor skills, where words alone are inefficient in spatial relationships. This would be great for Jody. Logical mathematical is reasoning and calculating. It involves experiments, logical games, solving puzzles, analytical and objective games. This will be great for Jimmy. Interpersonal intelligence is more about understanding one's own personal interests and goals. They are the smartest and most independent of the learners. This would be good for Jaquez. Scaffolding is a method of teaching which gives resources to help students as they learn new concepts. Then as the students understand the concepts, the resources are slowly taken away so the students can accomplish the task with no help. Our multiple intelligences are the most important because each person is different. All people learn in different ways. Figuring out which one works for us will help us understand better what we're doing. All of the principles of learning are important for creating effective learning. We all learn in different ways. Whatever our way may be, whether it's social experiences or sitting alone and studying, all the principles are equally important to help us develop what works for us. 7 strategies based on theory. Active learning based on constructivism because we learn by doing and experiencing things. This uses physical movement and it improves our comprehension of what we are learning. Visualization based on behaviorism because it focuses on our behavior and how we adapt to situations. Cooperative learning based on cognitivism because it focuses on our human minds and how they process knowledge and allow us to solve problems. Hands-on learning based on constructivism because hands-on allows them to learn from their actual experiences. Think aloud based on humanism because it focuses on critical thinking. Graphic organizers based on cognitivism because we process our information so that we can solve problems correctly. Role play is based on behaviorism because in our minds we focus and observe our behaviors in a situation. Evaluating different types of learning to help us teach people new ways of learning depending on what works for them. In this presentation, I gave you many examples of good theories, strategies, and principles that can be used when teaching someone. I hope that my presentation is considered and people can truly be able to understand what it means to do their jobs correctly.